Hi everyone, I'm Cary. I'm the guy who created BFDI, and I should honestly just get right into reacting to BFB 23 because it came out about 48 minutes ago. But I wanted to talk about a few other things first. I should only take like a few minutes. So the first thing is that for this episode, yeah, I did the writing for the episode and I also did the post-production editing. But I guess for whatever reason, maybe I waited too long. But I didn't start doing the post-production editing until around 1 p.m. yesterday. And that includes stuff like taking the FLAs that the animators have created and turning them into MP4s while also attaching the WAV files underneath it and synchronizing everything and adding the music and kind of doing a bunch of revisions that people point out. It shouldn't honestly be that much work, but for whatever reason, yeah, I started doing that 1 p.m. yesterday, so about 24 hours ago. And because of that, I stayed up until 8 a.m. last night, and I think I had like a little mini mental breakdown sort of during that time period. There's just like a lot of things happening at once that was quite stressful. And I know that, most of you viewing just want to see me react to the episode, but I think that like I had to do some like major life reflection, and I know that people are already finding mistakes left and right in the episode, and like I just gotta tell myself that it's fine. I think that if I just remind myself like I haven't done anything bad, I'm not a bad person, like the episode is still enjoyable to watch and these mistakes are just like very minor. And when you think about how blockbuster movies all have mistakes in them as well, and they have, multiple $100 million budgets, I shouldn't feel so bad that something that me and the team did in like 4 weeks is like, it has mistakes. So basically I went to bed at 8 a.m. and then I got up at around like 11:45. Like I didn't even set an alarm, but my brain, I guess, just knew that there was this event happening at noon. And you know how your brain just kind of wakes you up right before something's supposed to happen, seemingly through its own subconscious magical power. I guess that happened this time. So I only got like a little less than 4 hours of sleep, which, I mean, I'm kind of frustrated because, one of my most recent Humany videos, let me just show you, was about my goal, no more all-nighters, and I broke that within 6 days. So this means that for the last 3 weeks in a row, I've pulled an all-nighter, at least one day in the week. And I guess like, if I stay up until the sun rises, I call that an all-nighter, even if I go to bed after that. So I'm like not feeling that great, because humans need sleep. But I know that you guys like watching these reaction videos, so I guess I'll just do it. I know I've been talking for a long time, but I just want you to know that like I'm a human here as well, and I wanted to like talk more about the human side of things before just diving into the episode. And yeah. Okay, so let's just get started.
What should we all be
doing? I got an Oprah ad
and turn it into a movement? I do not know a black
I heard that Oprah is on the cover of every one of her magazines except for one. There's her signature. Where like it's so nice to have like one letter that's just a signature.
I'm finally ready to
I don't want to do
present my
premium.
new fashion line. Glitter for your face.
Oh yeah.
Glitter that's infused into the fabric can repel
There's like 8
vomit.
sweaters there, which is enough for all the remaining contestants to wear.
It's giving me nightmares even though I'm still awake.
Yeah, pretty cool. Woody should not upset people like that. Okay, I know that like people also don't like it when I pause the video, so I need to remind myself not to do that. But at the same time, if I talk while the episode's going, then like, can you hear both the episode and me? I'm trying to change the levels on OBS so that you can hear both, but I'm honestly not sure. Anyway, whoa, Woody said it was okay, which is honestly like not as bad of an insult as what Blocking Gelatin said, but I don't know, Flower just has beef with Woody, I guess.
How dare you!
Oh my god, the background changed color. That means something intense is happening. And then Blocky got kicked.
Lollipop!
There's Bubble.
What's wrong?
Do you value me as a teammate/friend?
This is
Why,
something
of
that,
course I do, Bubble. Your
conversations that you have in your head all the time.
personality
It's like, does
always
this
blows
person
me
really
away.
think I'm a friend or not?
You didn't even notice this when
Hashtag
Ford told me.
relatable.
Well, you see...
Of all people, it was
Woody,
Leafy
I mean,
who asked Ford to
her name's
bring
not
me
Woody.
back.
Lollipop, you gotta answer
yes.
up.
You see, I was planning on waiting till your birthday to
Yeah,
recover you.
this
like
is
a
an
happy
excuse.
birthday gift.
It is
So when's my
not a good
birthday?
excuse.
I was gonna ask
but she's
as
trying to
soon
cover
as
her
you became
bases.
available.
Hey,
Yeah, honestly, that was like a very crummy joke. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's like a C level, maybe a D level joke. So, you know, not everything can be perfect.
Leafy, check out my cool new sweater.
But I thought you said it gave you nightmares even while you were awake.
Yeah. Gelatin, what's up?
Look
Why are
what
you
happened
acting
to
so
Blocky.
strangely? Oh no, it's blocking the air.
Hey, Fiery, check out my cool new sweater.
That explains everything. By the way, if you notice on the sweaters, there's like little designs. Those are like symbolic representations of the characters' bodies using very simple geometric shapes. And Punch Holer designed those, and I think that they're like super cute and very clean looking, and I like it a lot. But they're part of Flowers' fashion line, which, I mean, it's called Glitter for Your Face in the actual dialogue of the episode, but I guess I mistyped it as Fashion for Your Face in the title, but like I feel like that's better anyway, so I'm just gonna stick with it.
It's time for cake at steak.
That's me! It's time for cake and steak! And then there's the intro, which is the same as everything you've ever seen before, so like, what do I even say? We gotta somehow shake up the intro. Maybe let's add some, like, I don't know, emojis in there, making the like laughing while crying face in the empty spots, so that it's at least different, so you guys can laugh about something new. Yay! Oh, I got a Fortnite ad. What? I don't play Fortnite. Google.
So whichever one of you got the fewest votes is eliminated.
Well, X is sure happy to have this
Why are you
role.
all wearing that ugly sweater?
Well, now they zoom in, and the sound of them coming in is actually quite slimy if you listen. That sounded like it's quite slimy.
Actually, crew.
It's so like when I see X shiver in fear like that, you know, I sympathize because I used to do that as a kid all the time. Not really, but like, you know, fear is quite an uncomfortable feeling.
It's no use telling him why. She's already on her way.
That's
Agreed.
rather
What?
what's the word? That's rather not concerning, like suspicious slash like fear inducing. I don't know. Okay, I can't think of my words.
You mean?
Like they're not talking about
I'm
explicitly.
still confused, but
Also, yeah, we got a lot of votes, which is... Oh, wait, my little screen is covering stuff up. But,
Leafy is
whatever.
the first one safe with a record
let me-
28,401
No, why is it OBS? I'm trying to... There, I'm smaller. Cool. I don't want to make myself too small, actually.
They're over there. Whoa.
Yeah, 4 is way up high.
Oh my college!
You know, I'm not gonna leave it.
Why is our precious 4 in prison?
Yeah,
Because
4
you're
did not
guilty of
deserve that.
murdering one of your friends.
Also, like, look at all the characters.
Wait,
Their sweaters
I
are
don't
so
remember any of my
thin, it's
friends
almost
getting
like a
murdered.
little band, like a
Let's get back to the
bracelet that they just put around their
ceremony.
lower
Teardrop
body.
Safe next with 8,790
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
8790,
Oh,
that's
dear
like the bottom of a
Lollipop,
numpad.
our newbie
You know what I
alliance is
mean?
screwed. It's either us or Bubble getting out, but Bubble's untouchable. She got the most votes last time.
Yeah, you know, I was like
no.
fully convinced. Okay, before I play this further, I was fully convinced at the end of BFB 22, and I saw that like the people up for voting that Gelatin or Lollipop would get out because I thought that Leafy, Bubble, and Teardrop were fan favorites who were untouchable. But spoiler alert, that doesn't happen, and they both survived somehow, which is crazy.
Something's wrong.
Huh?
This is the fastest
Bubble's
elimination
out.
ever.
Oh no!
Snap your fingers. Super up. Suck up that bubble, please. Why are his eyes so big?
She's here. The fashion queen.
This is the cult part. This makes them sound like a cult. It's like they're doing this to Flower because they're wearing her
I still don't understand.
fashion brand. I feel like this is like the third or fourth time X has been flying through the air because he was flying in the air during the warehouse scene when the garden shooped into the like sky and then he got flung off. So there's multiple times this has happened. This is 4's alert system. If you want a 4 alarm clock, it sounds like this.
My ears.
My ears! That's a quote from a Fred video. Fred goes to the park near the end. He says like, "Stop screaming, that hurts my ears." But that video is like 12 years old, so honestly, like, you shouldn't make the connection. That's just a coincidence.
Slide.
Okay, Four, we can hear you. What do you want?
Yo, what do you want, For? Why are you making noise?
Last night for the crime of
Oh, no.
trespassing into a courtroom I didn't own.
Being sent to jail is really
Oh,
sad
it
and
was for that,
scary.
not the murder?
Murder. I don't recall.
Whatever.
Yeah,
You
4 doesn't
gotta
have a great
see
memory.
Whichever team breaks me out of this jail wins. And the other team is up for elimination.
This music, it's Sweeper. It's like, it reminds me of that not YTMPV, that music video that Michael uploaded to Yoil Cake, which you should check out, because that's where I first heard the Sweeper song.
Ow.
Okay, have-notters, follow my lead.
No thanks. I'd rather not get my
This
hands
part
dirty with
gives me the
mine.
same vibe as the beginning, that part of the very first episode of BFDI when they're building the boat to sail across the Goenki Canal, and then Flower's like, I'm not going to jump into it, or like something like, you know, I'm still waiting for my yacht. It has the same energy. That's how I feel.
Scared of heights? Don't worry, if you fall, I'll catch you.
Don't do that, Fiery.
Oh,
You burn
second
people,
inspection,
so
because
don't
you
touch
wouldn't
people.
turn out so well, would it?
No, it
All right,
wouldn't.
team. We're already falling behind.
I like
We
how
gotta brainstorm
Gelatin's
ideas.
arms are like out like this. He's
Let's
T-posing.
try Niblet swizzling.
Niblet swizzling, that's something that Michael came up with years ago. I think it has to do with like shifting the bits, like 011, 001 in a computer, and a niblet is half of a byte, because that's a pun. So it's 4 bits. Haha, funny. Whatever. The typewriter makes a repeat appearance. There's a telescope that reminds me of
Oh,
Galileo's
no.
telescope.
We do not have time for your pirate adventure fantasies.
No, we don't have time, but Lollipop, why do you got a unibrow?
Teardrops an aspiring
When did you
comic
grow
book
that?
artist.
Wow, they're quite aggressive. It's like, you know, I pull out this paper of my typings and then I slap it in your face.
Tools needed
That's
for
so
breaking
aggressive.
prison bars. 12-inch titanium lock cutter.
Whoa,
butane
I'm looking at
blowtorch,
the ASCII art
8-inch
on the
garden
paper.
shears. Why,
TD
this
is a
actually
good
quite useful.
artist. I would not be able to draw images like that.
Where are we gonna get our hands on one of those?
You seriously don't know the answer to that question?
Wow.
You were there, Jelly Boy.
Lollipop just brings out the sass. Oh yeah, now you remember.
Yellowface's warehouse, huh?
It's
Yep.
somewhere in the back of Gelatin's
Okay,
brain.
team. Let's write 4's high
Yeah, the
speed
music here, like, okay, I put in music here that, like, I wasn't quite sure if it was fitting at all. Sometimes I wonder, I think to myself, do kids shows even use music in the backgrounds of the episodes? And, like, what genre of music that is fitting? I have to remind myself that, yeah, they use music, but this kind of sounds like EDM music, or I don't really know. But it matches up with Fiery's words in a way that almost sounds like a song, and let me show you what I mean by that.
express train to get there. Ugh.
Ugh, why'd you make that
here?
noise?
Oh, hey guys.
Now listen to this.
Sorry for the mess. Last week, Four asked me to clean the railway.
But when I got close, the train burst into flames.
It's like, last week 4 asked me to clean the railway, but when it burst in flames due to, like, okay, I can't sing, but it kind of lines up with the beat is what I'm saying. And I thought it was such a cool coincidence that I had to keep the music in there, even if it didn't sound like background music. It sounded like electronic music, whatever.
It's okay, Fiery. Mistakes
And here's
happen.
singer number
Okay,
2. It's a
now we
duet.
gotta walk to Yellowface's warehouse.
No, we don't. We can ride the 200-year-old steam
Yeah, I think
The
there's
what?
side chain
Yeah,
happening in the
Gelatin,
music right
go
now.
ride that.
Go ride the steam train. By the way, I do want to say
Well, let's get
that,
in.
okay, they're going to get into a steam train, but there's a really long train scene that includes both what you see in the episode, the loop-de-loops later, as well as them going through a tunnel. And I had written all of that for BFB 21 when they go to the warehouse in the first place. But, like, I had to cut it out because the episode's already getting too long, and I wanted to re-include it because I thought it was funny for them to go through loop-de-loops or not. So this is all a hacked-together way to fit it into the episode by saying, like, oh, there's a second train that suddenly shows up. But just know that, like, when an episode is written, a lot of stuff is cut out that I feel like, oh, it's so valuable, I want to use it in a later episode. So then I just kind of find a way to kind of bodge it in there, you know? It's very hacky, it's very sloppy, it doesn't always work perfectly, but I want it to be in there.
Fiery, wanna come with?
Nah, I gotta stay loyal to my
This
team.
is like Romeo and
Next
Juliet,
time
you
for
can't
sure.
cross team lines, you know?
Whoa!
Fiery's on Blocky's
Hey, guys,
team, not
down
on
below.
Leafy's
Watch
team,
out
so they
for
can't
this boxing
associate.
glove.
Also, I should not have said Romeo and Juliet because that's not the right type of analogy that I'm going for here. Like, you know, Fiery and Leafy aren't like that, okay? Forget I said that. Whatever. The power of elastic saves Woody's
Woody, that's way
game
too
again. I was gonna say a bad word. Okay. I repeated this part in the editing, like, it wasn't part of the initial animation, but I just wanted to, like, spend more time of them bouncing on the boxing gloves, because I thought it was, like, a funny sound, a funny action, so I just repeated it 3 times with, like, further and further zooming in, which is, like, weird to watch.
No, friends! There's a loop-de-loop coming up!
Leafy, chill! You freak out too much.
I think we'll be alright.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Leafster, if you stay in your seat, you should be fine.
For some reason, Gelatin's line there kind of reminds me of Chris McLean from Total Drama. The way that Gelatin says, "You should be fine," it kind of reminds me of Chris. Also because Chris is, like, not sadistic, but he kind of gives the contestants very dangerous things to do, and he says, like, "You can just deal with it." Like, here we go, they're gonna fall out. Fall, fall, fall. This is part of the fun. Yeah. I feel like I made an H1's game of people flying through a roller coaster, and I wanted to be able to implement something crazy like that. But I didn't know how to because I didn't know how to program very well back then.
That was so scary, I even heard
Oh my god, Leafy's eyes look like an X. She's like doing the XD emoji, but she's not smiling.
teardrop scream.
Don't accuse Teardrop of screaming. She can't do it. Or else she'll point at you.
Why are you pointing at me?
Also,
Okay,
this t-shirt's
let's
too
put a
small.
roof on
It's
so
like
that doesn't
clinging to
happen
my body.
again.
It's tight.
I'm gonna use this clip to make
Oh yeah,
sure
Clip
the
is a
roof stays in
relevant
place.
recommended character. So, you know, a fan recommended it, and now it's in the show. Here we go, here we go. Is it gonna work this time? No, they're gonna scream again because they're wimps. Oh, okay. They did not scream.
Wow! That worked! Leafy, you're a lifesaver!
Okay, yeah, there was a cut line here where like, it was stupid. Like, Gelatin says, "You're a lightsaber," and then, like, they bring out a lightsaber. And I was like, this joke is so stupid. This is, like, what kindergarteners say when they want to make jokes, so I could just cut it out. Okay, they're still doing it.
That's the last of the boxing gloves.
Oh my god, Blocky, okay, he's got a 3rd row of teeth again. I know this happens a lot in BFDI, but again, that middle tooth is not connected to flesh in any way, so if you imagine, like, taking your finger and just, like, touching it and pushing it through, it should just fall out. It's not connected to anything. I already talked about this. I remember talking about it being a Scrabble tile. Okay, I repeat myself.
I can't climb that.
Why not, Blocky?
We're stuck.
Oh, it's an overhang.
I know, but
I think there's some climbers who can do that. Like, you know, they have enough grip strength that they can just hang with their hands and climb on the underside of ceilings like that.
why don't
And this looks like a fiery spider. Like, the way all his limbs are underneath, it looks like a spider. Boom! Blocky didn't like that.
What? Land on some trampoline and bounce back even
Blocky's
higher?
teeth are like crystal white. They're like shining and glimmering, and they're like very geometrically perfect. I think that's because he brushes his teeth, which I also do too, but not as diligently.
I mean, maybe.
Oh, huh. Maybe that would work.
Yeah, it's a good strategy. Don't knock it down until you try it.
Trampoline right below us?
I guess.
Okay, go get that trampoline, slave.
You go, Blocky.
Also, Flower's strong. I would not be able to do
Sweater's
that.
getting itchy.
I agree. You know,
The music is
we
now more
are
windy
miles
because their elevation is higher. I wanted to convey that.
away from Flower now. She has no way of knowing if we take off this garbage.
Wow.
You're right.
Lollipop wants to break some rules
fresh
right
air.
now. Oh my god,
More
did you
itchy
just
bits.
Yay, teardrop.
did you just break the cardinal rule of Flower fashion abiding? Never take off your sweater? They're all
have to
doing
wear
it.
this
Bad
hideous
influences on each other.
uniform.
No, don't high five. Okay, whatever. Saturation has gone up, which means something is amiss. Oh my god, what's happening? Okay, her teeth are very jagged, which means she's now evil.
Bounce.
Oh wow, he took the leap of faith. Look at this cross section. That is, that's a lot of energy. Oh. Okay, the energetic music's here. They're going up a mountain, but Flower is riding faster, or not riding, she's flying through the air. There's a second relevant recommended character. Steamy, my favorite. Okay, I gotta stop throwing my arms in the air because then you can see my armpit hair. Did I just show that to you? Oh my god, that was embarrassing.
This is Yellowface's
Okay.
warehouse.
There she goes.
Yeah, this is
By
it.
the way, I made the music here, which is like a kind of energetic action scene, electronic guitar kind of thing. I made it quieter at this portion, but it used to be much louder. And I think it's like always frustrating to me that like these decibel levels, it's like 13 is too high, but like -16 is too low, and it's like -10 is too high. It's like, I hate trying to find the exact range in which the level of music is acceptable. Like you can hear the music, but you can also hear the characters' voices. It feels like, you know, fidgeting to the last little tiniest perfection, and I think I do it for Cary KH videos too much. So I wish there was like, I mean, I'm sure there is, but like an algorithm to do it for me.
How
is all I'd say.
pitifully neglected and mold-infested. Customers should
Stop
obviously choose
tearing
the
down the
competitor's
competition,
brand.
Lollipop. Sometimes you just gotta be
Well,
cool
I,
with
for
having
one, am
competitors.
excited to go inside.
Before you do, I
Oh
got
my god. Gelatin's just gonna let his sweater touch the dirty, dusty ground. That is
There's a suspicious
disrespectful.
purple box that probably has something dangerous in it, and well, we should
Really?
really be sure to avoid.
Oh my god, Gelatin grew a unibrow. Everyone's growing unibrows. Is it the newest fashion trend or
it
something?
when we step inside, okay?
Okay.
Oh no, no. No, I feel bad. Their bones probably hurted because that kick was high energy. And, you know, maybe they broke a bone or two, you know?
That's what you get for disrespecting my fashion brand.
Flower. You didn't have to kick them that hard. Like, maybe just like a gentle kick, you know, so they fly 10 feet in the air, not 100. Oh, it's the Dopey box. You know, if I want to abbreviate this, it's the DOPI box, and I think it's kind of funny to just call it in short the Dopey box, because dopey is like a word that's like, oh, dun dun dun. That's what I think of when I hear the word dopey.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Oh no, Gelatin's true fears are coming out. This is his nervous voice. That means something is very amiss.
That's the box I was warning you about.
Oh, Gelatin, I know you're overwhelmed, but it's okay.
There's like a heartbeat sound that starts pounding in the background
what she
here.
needs.
Yeah, but
This is like a horror movie. The sounds, they creep me out. Also, this like shot used to have way fewer cracks, but I decided to go overboard and add like 10 times as many cracks just to make it very clear to you viewers, something bad's gonna happen. It's Purple Face! Oh my god, I'm your biggest fan. I listen to all your songs and I go to all your concerts, Purple Face. Please notice me.
About to eat you all.
Yeah, that's Justin Chapman's voice. I think he's got a very good purple facey voice that's like evil but in a very silly way.
Oh dear, these purple monsters be crazy.
You're purple, Lollipop. You're talking about yourself. Okay, yeah. Now there's this like intense music called Storm that Michael made that I think captures the vibe of being chased by a monster. Oh, I should not have called Purple Face a monster. Being chased by a friend. Run faster. Why are you so slow at running? This gives me the same energy as that very early BFDI fan-made movie called, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a picture of Blocky chasing Bubble, Fiery, Woody, and like Pin or something, and then there's like very energetic music that's playing in the background. But like they're all running at exactly the same speed, so like Blocky isn't making any grounds. He's not gaining on them, but he's not losing them either. Run faster,
Face is running
weaklings.
too fast. We can't escape him. We're gonna be.
Chill, Lollipop. I mean, not Lollipop. Leafy, even you get eaten, you can get recovered by 4. Like, honestly, death can't even happen to you. Which is a real privilege. When I die for
remember
real.
Flower telling us that these sweaters can repel vomit.
How's that going to help?
That is gonna help, but also look how big that neck is on that sweater. It's like it's gotta figure. Gelatin doesn't have a neck. Like he's super thick. Like, you know, it's his head just morphs into his body.
Well, even if we get eaten, Purple Face's stomach acid won't digest
This
us
is
into
big
mush.
brain
Hooray!
reasoning.
But first we gotta ball up.
Ball up is like the newest slang word that I made up. No one's gonna use it though. Oh wow, oh what? Oh my god. They're all wrapped and now like they're little candies with wrappers. Okay, if Purple Face chews or if Purple Face unwraps his candy before eating it, we've got a problem.
It's appetizing.
Don't do it. Oh, you did it. What about your diet, Purple Face?
Yummy.
It's supposed to be no
I'm
carbs.
actually protected from the acid.
Also, usually I think of stomach acid as like greenish yellow because like when I throw up, my vomit is like greenish yellow. Okay, maybe it's more like orangish brown. I can't remember. I haven't thrown up in a while. But anyway, Purple Face's vomit or stomach acid obviously is purple because like every chemical in Purple Face's body has to be purple. It's kind of his essence in a way.
But now what?
I can't move my limbs.
That must be very uncomfortable.
Alright guys, without the trampoline, our best bet is to boing off the highest boxing glove.
Boing is not a verb, blocky.
Where's Flower?
Wow. Let's try it again. You know, like, I know they're looping over and over again, but they are very fast from like falling off. They can climb very quickly back up to the top again.
It's smelling kind of weird in here.
Oh,
Personally, I'm fond of the fragrance.
it's
Just a
Dave's
nice level of
cameo.
tangy and bitter.
I talked
What are you
over
doing
him.
here?
Wait, where are we?
Okay, well you heard that. Yeah, basically, Boy in a Band, you know, he's a music YouTuber, and he also, like, he's my friend, and he has watched a lot of my AI videos, so I just thought it would be cool to bring more YouTubers into the OSC community kind of tangentially. So, now portable music player, who was recommended by who? Snowfee. Now they've got a cameo as well.
What are you doing here?
Wait, where are we?
Why is Gelatin so exclusionary to say, what are you doing here? Like, just let them be there, okay? Not everything needs an explanation.
Guys, we've been in here for 7 hours. The have-nots are gonna win any moment now.
Yeah.
7
that's
hours?
good. Any clever ideas, fellow?
What is
noob?
that? That's like 420 minutes. Blaze it. Why did I say that?
Oh, that's me. Can we try punching our way out?
No can do.
Purple's, Lollipop's about to say something that refers to herself as well. Just listen.
These purple monsters have the most impenetrable skin in the universe.
That's talking about
well,
yourself,
then in that
maybe?
case, I'm
I don't know.
drawing the blank.
Okay, I'm just kidding. She's got an idea. That lollipop,
What?
I mean not
Are
lollipop,
you
that
mad,
light bulb
Teardorp?
means
If
her
you
brain
pierce my
gears are
sweater
thinking.
pod, the acid will spill in here and I'll die.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That volume meter, it's telling you something.
Hey, stop that.
Why are you screaming? Communicate with your words instead. Also, like this little configuration has to be airtight to not let any vomit through, you know? So I think it's like you have to retie your knots to be able to fit the metal rods of the plier through, and then you can be sure that no acid will come in.
Hey, not me! No!
I think that sound of the psh means that Teardrop actually hit Leafy's sweater pod with the pliers, which is a little more aggressive than she needs to be. She just needs to get close and test it. But she's a little too gung-ho. Maybe her lack of talking, she's fed up and she just wants to be extra assertive. But I'm not a fan. I think she needs to chill and not threaten people with death. I don't know. Whoa! Whoa!
No more!
Your wailing is very annoying, Leafy. Get out of here. I do think that Gelatin's wailing, which is coming up, is a lot more funny just because it's in the distance, and I kind of like jokes like that. Watch this.
Oh, my college ain't not
Oh,
my
not
turn.
my turn. But okay, watch this. Ah! Ah! That's Gelatin screaming.
No!
Ah! Now he's gonna disintegrate. Wait, that's the second time Gelatin has disintegrated because he also ended up in the incinerator in BFDI A4 when they went to Golf Ball's factory. So like he's used to it. It should honestly just be, you know, common daily experience. So stop screaming.
Hear something.
Sounds like Gelatin just screamed to death.
Wow.
Cover him.
See, okay, the idea here was, okay, Teardrop is trying to figure out which of her teammates will scream the loudest so that when they die, they have the highest chance of being heard and then recovered by 4, because then 4's going to recover them. I think that might have gotten lost in translation because there's so many steps in Teardrop's thinking to figure this out, but that's her strategy. She's the strategist, just like she was in the second episode of BFDI when she turned Pin upside down when she crossed the obstacle course in order to cause a whole chain reaction of events that led to Teardrop being the one of 2 people to actually fill her bucket with water. But that's all to say that, like, her lack of talking doesn't mean that she doesn't strategize. She strategizes a lot. Okay, yeah, you're alive again.
Hey, Four, what's up? Strange weather we're having.
Stop it with the small talk. Okay, I keep telling people to stop things, but, like, small talk is, like, boring for me. You know, I don't want to talk about weather. I want to talk about deep life philosophical thoughts. I'm 14 and this is deep.
Whatever.
Hold up. This whole time, these bars were just cardboard tubes?
Cardboard tubes?
Covered in metal paint?
The same thing that makes up toilet paper rolls. Maybe that's where 4 got them, from the bathrooms.
Oh my gumdrop, I'm saved. Thank you,
4 is
dear
saved. They're so
Gelatin.
happy
You've given me
just to
my
be out in the
freedom
open
back.
world again.
I will be forever grateful for your heroic
What
deed.
here?
Yippee!
4 just flies off like a bird freed. Their wings can take them to another world of fantastical flying freedom and, I don't know, meeting up with other birds. I don't know.
What?
Wat! That's like W-A-T. Wat! Now, X is speaking. You know, I actually feel like this episode has very little interaction from the hosts. 4 and X don't talk much. They only show up at the very beginning and the very end. Why are they so lazy?
The half-cots were
Okay.
able to free
There's
4
still
from
X
the
is still flying through the
jail
air. Blocky came up and down within like a minute, but X I guess is lighter or something, and they just fly through the air longer. Maybe air resistance has a bigger effect because they got more surface area, but that's not even true.
So that means the half.
I'm just kidding, of course.
Are up for elimination.
Random things can happen. Maybe Flower kicked harder because she had a running start, whereas when she kicked Blocky, she did not have a running start.
And whichever one of them gets the fewest votes from you
We'll be eliminated.
is eliminated.
We all know how the game works, X. We don't need to
man,
say it again.
Too bad we lost. Well, Woody, your bouncing
The voting
on
screen is
boxing
about to
glove
come up.
strategy was pretty legit.
Legit. Now we're gonna see Michael.
Hi. Thank
Hi,
you so much
Michael.
for watching. And this is the part where you choose which of the have-nots you
Yeah,
want
there's
to
only
save.
4 at the bottom,
Type-
which is like really crazy just how few there are. Also, that splits the screen very evenly. Like this line down the middle, it just goes the whole way down the middle.
their letter between square brackets and post it as a comment to
Envy
cast your
Flower.
vote.
Whoa, I
My
like
name's
that
Michael, and I've had so
recommendation.
much fun
Spicy Man 33. Oh my gosh, big fan. I love watching TWOW. Everyone go watch TWOW 1A right now. No, watch TWOW 0A because I shouldn't spoil what happens.
making BF.
Oh my god, Woody with a fidget spinner. Where's my fidget spinner? I don't have one because I lost it. But I miss it because fidget spinners were my life. My favorite toy ever.
Yeah. But I noticed only a third of the people watching right now are subscribed. So
This
make
reminds me of, you know, the YouTuber Dream who plays those Minecraft games. He says a lot of stuff like this too.
sure
but
that
that-
before you leave that you've hit the subscribe.
That's what makes you a cool
Do you want to learn
YouTuber.
how to animate your own object
Oh
shop?
yeah, this is about us mentioning our new graphy, which Michael spent a lot of work on for the past couple months getting to happen. And like, I really think that props to him for having so much like diligence and hard work ethic to make it happen. That's part of the reason why I had to edit this episode instead. But like, 40 minutes of content is like a lot. Oh my god.
Source files have been around for years, but we've never made a guide to teach you how to animate.
Yeah, you know, we want to make it as easy as possible for new object show creators to enter the arena. So that's why we made all our source files from the first season public. And this is just the next step.
And that changes today. For the first time in over 10 years, we're
10
revealing our
years.
secrets in Object Animator's
I really
tool
like that asset. Oh, I missed it. Of the grandfather
box.
clock.
It's a video course on
Oh, I
graphic
missed it. I'm not going to go back and look
where
at
I
it.
teach you our techniques.
There it is. There it is. It's just like super clean, but also ornate looking in a way that it's like, you know, I can imagine this being a toy sitting on my table that isn't accumulating gunk because it's clean. I don't know what I'm saying at this point, but whoever designed that, you're a good prop designer.
Step by step. The
Oh my god, 96. There's so many like little yins and yangs in that symbol.
first chapter, which is available today, has almost 40 minutes of densely packed
40 minutes, that's like 2 BFB episodes or like 5 original BFDI episodes, which I want to get back in length to. But whoa, that's a lot of stuff. I don't know what I'm saying at this point.
information, and I'll be releasing new chapters regularly. So hit the link in the description and be the first to check it out.
Yeah,
And thank you to
I haven't
everyone
checked
who
it out myself, but I think I will because I want to see what Michael's been up to.
ordered the Leafy plush, which is now sold out. We've
Oh yeah, I was shocked how quickly the Leafy plush sold out, and I honestly kind of wish that we had like made more at the start so we'd like be ready for this. But like, you know, the second batch, you know, we are working as hard as possible to get the second batch out, but it won't be out until November, which is far away. But you know, we'll blink and then it will be November, so I'm not too worried.
Registered from our manufacturer that they've arrived and are now being shipped out today. Thank you so much for your patience, and if you're looking to get one in the future, the next batch should be available in the next 3 months or so.
Yeah. Oh my god, there's so many name tags. Yeah, we decided to put everyone who's supporting us financially, who I'm super grateful for that like you are willing to help us out like that. We decided to put everyone's name in this little montage at the end. Because I think a lot of other YouTubers do that. You know, I watch like 3 Blue and Brown, and he puts all the Patreon's supporters at the end. And I know that like Aim Kid, the guy who does the really enjoyable to watch bouncy animations of like the dog and the cat, they also put a list of all the patrons at the end. So I thought we should do it too.
This has been Michael. See you in BFB 24.
See you, Michael. I'll probably see you later today. Now here's the credits. I'm there, it's me. I'm part of writing and animation. I guess I should have counted myself more as animation revision, because all I really did was animate like little 2-second clips here and there to kind of help connect scenes together and like make the coherence a little more clearer as to what's going on. Voice acting, Carrie Huang. Justin Chapman, thank you, Justin, for your voice. It made the episode 10 times better. There's also Dave Brown from Boyna Band. He played the pimp, the PMP. That's their nickname, although I shouldn't say that because I know it's like not the best word. There's also Graham Taylor, Sam Lee, and the Huang Bros. Okay, I'm getting a little... I'm going off the rails again. Yeah, so... Yeah, I know there's a mistake here. Okay, like I know that Bubble should be wearing a sweater and that Taco should also be visible. Like, where is Taco? But you know, like, I think this is one of those mistakes that you would see in a big budget movie as well. Like, when things are moving fast, there will be things that are overlooked as well. And honestly, like, again, I should have spent more than a day doing the post-production editing, during which we probably would have had more time to do, like, revisions and, like, finding little mistakes like this. But when you're, like, doing everything together in one 12-hour crunch time period pass, you don't catch all these things. And I guess that's something that I should... fixing the problem. Also, we have almost 2 minutes of outro stuff. That's way too much.
Oh, my bubble blower! Flower sweater
Oh, my
is so
bubble
thick
blower.
and fluffy.
Fluffy?
It's protecting me from popping.
Yeah, this was supposed to kind of solve the issue that people were worried about, that Bubble, when she gets into the BRB, she's just gonna pop. And I wanted her to not pop because then she'll be recovered by 4 outside the BRB, and it's like, you need to stay in your eliminated cage, Bubble. You got eliminated. You need to pay the price. So this is the way that Bubble stays alive.
Flower, flower, flower.
Flower, flower,
Why have you
flower.
been kicking people so much lately?
You know, I want to have Purple Face like appear more and talk with Flower, because I really like this kind of more casual interaction with Flower, and I think it's also funny because Purple Face also just ate a bunch of contestants who are still inside of him, so it's like, how can you talk so casually with someone like that?
That's awfully rude of you.
No,
It's awfully rude, but I
They
eat
said they
people.
did. Oh, all right. I was a bit.
Also, it's like sunrise in the background, which I think is very, gives a nice vibe of like rebirth, regrowth, reconnecting with nature. Oh no, I muted it. Why did I mute it? Okay, bring the
Distributing my
bring the
own
sound
fashion
back.
line has been a lifelong dream of mine, so it really hurt to see everyone bashing it.
Well, I like your sweaters.
Aw, you know, Flower's been just... the criticism has really gotten to her head, and all Purple Face wants is to add a little bit of support, some energy to kind of reinvigorate Flower, and it's working!
Oh, really?
It's working.
It's so heartwarming to have my first willing
Yeah, see
customer.
how much Flower is uplifted by Purple Face's comments? That just goes to show that encouraging words go a long way.
Here's a sweater for you.
Yeah, so, okay, this music, I think the audio editors originally put in Kevin MacLeod's Hero Down, and I swapped it with this song just because I feel like Kevin MacLeod's music, it's not, like, bad, like, it's good music, but I feel like it's used so often in my videos and other videos on YouTube just because it is free to use and all that. And I just wanted there to be a little more variety with the music that you hear in this episode. So I swapped it with music that comes from another copyright-free channel that I also used for Abacaba videos. Okay, enough talking. I wanted to see more like a kind of cheesy, you know, inspirational documentary of like, you know, someone who's getting really good at a sport, and like they're training football and they're playing football every day, and you hear this music in the background. It's like cheesy but like funny in that way, you know? I'm explaining a joke, which means the joke's no longer funny, but it's like, here's the sweater, it's such a big deal, but not really. Ew, I don't want to see those gums. I don't want to see all those teeth going back to the very, like, back of your mouth. I feel like if I were to go back and touch those teeth in the back, it's so far down the throat that, like, Flower would choke, and that kind of grosses me out. Like, look how much of teeth we're seeing. It's like, do we really want to see all of that? Yay, beautiful. I love the look. Get the look, you know? You can be like Purple Face if you buy this sweater. And then here's a super, like, this thing I added at the end was not part of the plan, and I just added it like in the last 8 hours or so, just because I thought it would be funny to add a joke. This is music that Michael made back in like 2012 or something. And it's really inspirational sounding, so I want to accompany that inspirational music with inspirational words, which you can see here. Flower's fashion venture is doing 6 times better than all her previous ventures. How uplifting and encouraging. I wish I was as successful as Flower. Everything she does just seems to succeed left and right. Honestly, when Flower tries something, she just excels at it, and everyone watches in awe as she just kicks it out of the park. They wish they were her. They wish that they could do something like she does and just blow the world away with how high quality, how perfect it is. But you know, Flower, not everyone can be like Flower. We just have to,
Hey guys!
what am I saying? We just have to support, I don't know what I'm saying anymore, Flower's hard work while it lasts, because she put a lot of hard work into it. I'm just spouting nonsense at this point. Again, I only got like 3.5, maybe 4. Okay, more like 4 hours of sleep, but they were not good hours because it was 8 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. There's a weird fox on my screen. What are you doing? Why are your eyes so big? Why are you looking at me? Okay, well anyway, thank you for watching this reaction video. I don't know if I pointed this out earlier, but somehow BFB22's reaction is now the most viewed reaction video that I've done. Like, it overtook BFB episode 1 reaction, which is like the really old one, the one that started it all. So I don't know how that happened. But, like, these reactions are just supposed to be me being fun and casual, like with no plans. So it's like crazy that 100,000 people watched the last one. But yeah, I think I want to take the takeaway of this whole video and this whole talk is just that, like, I don't know. I think I need to reassess the way in which episode production happens. Like, I always write a schedule for like when certain things should be done, but like I don't follow it close enough myself. And then like I think video editing or like the final steps of the episode can be reformatted and like realigned to like spread out over a longer period of time, and then it isn't such a crunch time at the end. And I also just think that like a lot of people who watch BFDI are just kind of like looking for the mistakes, looking for all the things that are wrong with it, and it is like kind of discouraging. But like I have to remind myself that I personally know that the good outweighs the bad of most of these things. Like if you can watch it and still laugh and have a fun time, that is more important than the mistakes. And I just like I gotta keep telling myself that, because I know that like the DMs are gonna come in, the complaints are gonna come in, and I guess like I'm kind of like a little loopy right now because of the sleep deprivation, but I gotta tell myself like it's cool, you know. It's not like I'm on trial, guilty of a crime. Like I don't need to like cover my bases about like every little thing that I was doing at every little portion of time. I think that, yeah, like one thing I was thinking is that I want BFDA episodes to kind of have the same vibe as, I'm sure everyone knows what ASDF movie is, right? It's kind of like animated 6-second jokes, kind of like Vine before Vine was a thing. But I think that the reason I bring it up is because when a new ASDF is released, everyone just kind of laughs along with it, and it's like not as serious. It doesn't take itself as seriously or have such a high standard. And I know that like the animation quality has gotten better over time, but like the vibe of it is still like, let's just kind of goof off and not worry about life for a bit. And I think that like, sure, BFDI definitely has a longer arching story than ASDF movie, or I guess they call it ASDF movie, because, you know, there's recurring characters and there's an overall competition that lasts over multiple episodes, which, you know, add up to like more than an hour, so it's going to be more than an ASDF movie is long. But I still think that the concept of like, you know, we're not trying to create a rom-com or like a big budget movie like Avengers or Infinity War. That concept is similar across both types of content. Also, like, why doesn't it not give me a ASDF movie 1?
Keep pushing!
Okay, that was a weird thing to start with. It's muffin time. Where's ASDF movie 1?
Hey, bro, I'm here.
No, this deleted scenes. I remember it's from 2008, right? Yeah, 2008. Oh my gosh. 65 million views. Oh my god, that's so many. That's the number of years ago that the dinosaurs got extinct by the asteroid. 65 million years ago. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know who's gonna get eliminated. I feel like Flower did a lot of things that like little kiddos would consider as being a mean character thing, and that would like typically result in a character like that being eliminated. But now that it's vote to save, I don't know if that hurts so much, because personally, I like seeing characters do sassy things. Like one of my favorite lines in all of BFDI is when Flower says to not Flower, Pencil says to Ice Cube, Ice Cube, compared to Match, you're garbage. And I mean, I know that's like similar to bullying, and I know that like there might be some viewers who have had similar real life experiences where bullies actually said that, and that must be like really hurtful and hard when it's taken seriously. But I think in the context of like Flower, not Flower, why do I keep saying Flower? Pencil saying that to Ice Cube, it's like so mean, it's like cool again. I don't know how I'm saying it. It's like it goes full circle. So I think because of that, like I would vote to save Pencil in that instance if I could. But I don't know if like Flower is close enough in kind of her spirit to capture those types of voters. So I have no idea who is going to get voted, but I guess like after this video is done, I'll probably check those like live counters that say who's up for elimination and all that. And I think that going into like BFB 24 and all that, you know, I want to schedule things better so that I'm not up on the very last night until the sun rises, like editing or whatever. Or I also want to somehow just not feel so stressed when the episode actually drops. Like I'm like nervous that someone's going to discover something horrible about the episode. I mean, the fact that like Flower called it glitter for your face and then I later decided to call it fashion for your face might be what some people consider a kind of catastrophic error, but I feel like it's not a catastrophic error. But like I'm worried that people will point out other catastrophic errors, and I think that like that kind of moment of the episode dropping, I want it to be like filled with like fun, and like I can't wait for people to think to like react to something I created. I want to have that energy more than like, oh no, I'm scared of what people are going to uncover. It's like, you know, you're putting a drop of like fluid in the ocean and you're worried like, is the poison going to spread? Like I don't want to have that kind of nervousness. I just want to, you know, goof off again. I don't know. Okay, I don't want this video to be an hour long. I know that I started this at like what, 12:48 and now it's 1:40, so it's getting a little close to an hour, so I'm just gonna end it. Thanks for watching. Thanks to like all the people who helped make this episode come together, from the animators to the audio editors to the artists to the voice actors to Michael and okay, I can't thank myself, and like, you know, the Teapot crew, and like, you know, everyone who drew the recommended characters. Like I think editing this episode together myself, I know I should do it more often, but editing the episode together myself has showed me again how many parts are coming together to make this episode happen. I think that like when you're watching it, or maybe like when you're making an episode, like you don't fully appreciate just how many gears are turning in synchrony to make this all happen. The gears don't do this, gears do this. Wait, hold on, let me make my fingers like all equidistant and exactly 72 degrees apart. Are you mesmerized by this? Basically, there's like 40 people working on this episode, and if any of them had slacked off to the point that they couldn't submit their work in time, this wouldn't have been possible. And I think it's just kind of awe-inspiring to me that everyone has pulled through. And I want to like thank them for that, because you didn't have to sign up for this, but you chose to. So anyway, thank you for that. Thank you for your viewers for watching this and making this show worth continuing and all that. And I will see you next time.
Goodbye! I'm X, and I'm here to say goodbye to you. Well, I don't know what I'm saying at this point, but I think Cary's gonna click the stop recording button right now!